Hello everybody and welcome to Chase Race number 8 here at Kansas Motor Speedway of the Season 7 NRSL Vs Orlando Cup Series here. After this, 2 more races and the cutoff line is going to get closer and it will be more dwindled than ever. 31 points is the magic number you want to be in order to battle for the championship when we head over to Sebring. That battle for that title's getting close. 2 more races after this till our champion is crowned. On the pole, Quentin Moore, so he'll be a part of the Budweiser shootout next season. Next to him, Cat Batson, 58. Starting third be Charles Sanford. 4th, Zach Flickinger. 5th, Joshua Osborne. 6th, Nathan Hudson. 7th, Kev Shear. 8th, JT Bryant. 9th, Johnny Gardner. Playing top 10 is Zachary Fitzwater. A lot of eyes will be on him because he's just been having the most dominant chase of all time. No one's been able to slow that 59 down. Rest of your starting lineup from 11th on back. So we shall see with the points leader. If he can get a really good run, we'll see what'll happen. And on the final row, we have Joshua Sicoli and James Qualls. Now, the last driver we've seen that started dead last out in the Xfinity race had a really good one there, so we'll see what will happen. Anyways, speaking of points, coming into this event here, we already have a couple of eliminations. We have Phil Parker, Jessica Shelton, and Seth Cole. They are all eliminated. However, Zachary Fitzwater, second in points, is JT Bryant, which is 14 back. Then next to him, Dylan Poteet, who is 16 back. And everyone else quite a ways back. But anyways, we'll talk more about that in just a minute. Let's go down trackside to get those famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines.
Oops, that hit a little too much there, but there we go. As the command's been given, 41 laps of action as you see. So the pace car on by. Sorry if the frames are still kind of a little choppy here. I don't know if it's just this Kansas version or I don't know if it's something else. I'm not sure. Anyways, Quentin Moore out in front. Cat Batson starting second. Pace car making a dive down the pit road. It is showtime, folks. Will anyone stop the 59 today? Here we go. Green flag is out and we're underway here at Kansas. Let's get going. Also, I do want to apologize if my voice is going to sound a little scratchy and all. But I'm going nearly with a bit of a cold here. But anyways, Osborne going to make it 3 wide for the lead. And you see Fitzwater already being put on the outside line. That may start to slip. Woo, my goodness gracious. I thought McIntyre was going to make it 4 wide. But Joshua Osborne will barely lead at the line for lap 1. Now Shearer in that Starcom Fiber Chevrolet for Shearer Trigger Incorporated, which next season will be merged with Gardner Racing. Ironic enough, his new teammate next season. Right beside him. Got a couple cars scraping the wall you see right there. As Gardner will lead at the line. Zach Flickinger in the 96, you see him already trying to go for the lead. It's been a disastrous run for him in the Cup Championship. However, the Xfinity Championship not been too bad. In case you're wondering where Flickinger is at, he is a total of 35 back. So this is where he needs at least a good run to finish. He needs to at least not only finish ahead of that 59, but he needs some insurance. A win could do it for that 96 team. But I guarantee you he needs the 59 to encounter some problems. Unfortunately, Sky Commons is in the rear of the field. And Jessica Shelton, her chase woes continuing to haunt her. James Qualls in the 70. Trying to work his way through that inside line there. Well, Dylan Young, who started 12th in that race, already falling back. Same with Joshua Sicoli there. Fitzwater also falling to the rear of the field. Same with Moore and Osborne. They were up towards the front of the field at a point, with the exception of Fitzwater. He started 10th, and man, one car really got the wall. That's Joshua Sicoli. Right in the backstretch wall. That's something you really don't see a lot of. You're going to see a lot of that in this race, and oh boy. For a minute, I thought they were going to go 4 wide with a couple of chasers right there. As we have a new leader, Clint Spillman, who really has had one of the more disastrous seasons that has ever occurred for that 24 team. Now remember, he took over the 24. Commons moved over to the 17. Commons made the chase. Unfortunately for Spillman, he did not make the chase. One thing for certain, though, for Spillman is the matter of fact that, well, he's still looking for a win this season. Ember Ross now going to the inside for the lead, now bringing along Dylan Poteet for second, Anderson the third, and how about that, Flickinger, and now Phil Parker finally having a good run right now in that Dark Matter Toyota. He has had very horrible chase luck there. He's been finishing pretty much most of these races in the rear of the field, whether being involved in a lot of wrecks or just getting involved in a lot of bad luck. Spillman got a wall a little bit right there. There's Alex Drayton in car 14. That's probably one of the drivers that's probably thankful for a good run right now because, man, that 14 has been slipping a little bit. However, he is still 4th in the points. 2 back from Dylan Poteet and a total of 18 points behind Zachary Fitzwater, which, he can't really afford a bad run, but if he had a decent run, at least he won't be mathematically eliminated. Now, you see where Zachary Fitzwater is, not too far behind. However, the good news is for Drayton, he's on the outside line for Fitzwater's standards. That 59 starts going underneath the 14 and all those like he's been doing pretty much the entire chase. Well, oh my, that does not look good. Flickinger really riding that high line right there. Oh, wow, and Anderson nearly turning Kev Shearer right there as we have a new leader, Michael Walton now to the point. Benjamin Miles in the 43. Basically going to be doing a one and done in Xfinity. Will be in Cup full time next season. Driving for St. Keith Motorsports. And Spillman all over the bumper. Seth Cole going to keep it together at least. And Michael Walton continuing to lead. Cole being the top chaser. Parker the second highest chaser. And then the third highest chaser is Anthony McCurry. All right within one another right there. And Meyer, man, I'll tell you, that 51's been working his way, picking apart cars left and right. And that Roku Connect Toyota Camry, they're having a terrific run out there. Got a fellow Toyota companion right behind them. Not teammates, however. Ember Ross in that 77. Excuse me there. As here comes a battle for the lead. Alex Ferranti in the 84. Gonna get it. New leader. Ferranti. Oh, Parker made a little bit of contact right there on the 2, but at least they're gonna keep it together. And you notice Fitzwater in that 59 that's lurking there, man. He's already picking apart some chasers. Quentin Moore following right behind him. The only thing between them is the 88 of Ron Bishop, and that's it. Now Michael Walton free-falling here is that 2 car. Fitzwater's next chaser that he's going to be approaching is Anthony McCurry. And Moore got kicked up to the high line. 3 wide between chasers, Poteet and now Drayton. Oh, and Moore's going to get the wall right there. You're seeing a lot of drivers really having a lot of difficulty with turn 2. Normally it would be turns 3 and 4, but for the first time ever, we're seeing issues in turn 2 with drivers just trying not to hit that wall right there. Unreal. And look at James Qualls and Jessica Sheldon. They have been working their way through traffic, picking apart cars as well. And Moore into the wall again. That car is tight. Phil Parker got the lead from Spillman. And lost it again. Now Spillman back to the point. Finally seeing Spillman with a good run. That's really well needed in the Clint 8813 Racing. You know, he had a little video saying that he's in a new look and everything. He's ready for the season. Unfortunately, the season wasn't ready for him and just fell apart so badly here. Through wide, Chevy in the middle of a Toyota sandwich right there. That was Ross and, well, it's changed now, but Ferranti though. Brett Pritchard working his way up, and man, Fitzwater, look at that 59. I'm telling you, that has just been one of the strongest chasers I have ever seen in quite a long time. Now to the inside of Anthony McCurry to be the top chasers. They're 4 wide, nearly behind. And has surpassed McCurry. And now the top chaser is Zachary Fitzwater in the 59. However, McCurry back to the inside line, trying to hope that 59 can get swung to the high line. And that Miller Lite Dodge, I'm telling you, that has just been undeniably, arguably, the chaser to beat. Right now, still some clean green flag racing, which I'm actually amazed. And, oh, I think I may have just jinxed it because they were about 4 wide. And RJ Bishop very wisely gets out of the throttle right there. I don't blame. Wow, Jessica Shelton finally with a good run. Working her way past some of the non-chasers there. And got around Phil Parker. And Trent Dunham has also worked his way up. As too is James Qualls. He's actually working with his teammate Joshua Osborne. Qualls trying to work the high line to make himself swing low. Trying to make sure he doesn't let Roush on by. Your winner at DC this season. Couldn't seem to do it right there. You know, check up a little bit on that high line right there that was coming off of turn 2. Now he's going to let Finguy on by. That's what you want to do. You want to make sure you want to go low and make sure you present yourself over there. Fitzwater now at the point you're seeing on the top of the interval there. Oh, one car really into the wall. That's Spillman, and he actually had a little bit of contact with Jessica Sheldon. They keep it together. Fitzwater loses the lead. Keith Batson now to the point. And here comes some chasers. Look at all within a blanket. Phil Parker, Trent Dunham, Alex Drayton, Jessica Shelton, all within one another. Shelton getting kicked up to the high line now by Kev Shear. And Drayton had to check up right there. But Fitzwater had to really check up. Oh, I hear a spin. And no caution. I heard a spin, but we do not have a yellow. It is Ember Ross in the 77. And she was up towards the front of the field at a point, and that car is torn up. A couple drivers in the rear of the field. You got McIntyre and Commons, a couple of chasers, and Zach Rogers in the 6. Your winner at Texas this season. Oh, no, it don't look like anybody else has damage. For the most part. Let's see if we can find where they wrecked, though. I have a feeling it may have been off turn 2. I don't see where it is. That's weird. Now Alex Drayton. Trying to pick apart Kev Shear right there. Trent Dunn already on the high line right there, who was leading. Kevin having a great run in 4th, but now under fire for that position. Yes, here comes Drayton. Look at Alex Ferranti here. Trying to work there. And look at Qualls now starting to work his way up. Parker just scraped the wall a little bit there. And Zachary Fitzwater, last scored in the 12th position. He got out of that outside line groove, which that's a good thing right there for that Miller Lite Dodge. Ex-chasers behind would be Flickinger and Shelton to try to catch up. But Curry's been slipping back, and Poteet now starting to work his way back up again. I'm amazed, though, that did not bring out a caution with what happened to Ember Ross. And Parker knows Fitzwater's coming. Oh, there's a big crash I just heard. Now the caution's out. And coming at the line, Brett Pritchard's going to lead. Oh, it's Clint Spillman, the 24. I think he flipped it. R.J. Bishop, Cat Batson, and a chaser, Seth Cole involved. Jessica Schoen involved as well. McIntyre on down pit road, and oh man, Spillman's car destroyed. Cat Batson, the outside pole sitter, involved as well. Oh man, and just when we were seeing Spillman was having a good run, this guy cannot catch a break, I'm telling you. And Jessica Shelton, her chase momentum woes. I'm telling you, that has been her kryptonite throughout her career, has been the chase. If the chase never happened, I would guarantee you she would be the ultimate favorite for a championship. That's the Daytona 500 winner, folks, and drivers coming down pit road. Some drivers are going to do some quick service out and away, like you just seen James Qualls in the 70. Cody Lamas bounce off a driver on pit road. There you see Osborne coming to his stall. Zach Flickinger and Brett Pritchard will be the first one out and away. Fitzwater with a rather not bad stop. Look out, Quentin Moore. He had to hold up Fitzwater and then allow Miles to beat him out. Slow stop for Quentin Moore in the 34. And Sky Commons the same for him. So the caution is out for the first time today. Brett Pritchard leads him down. Let's look at what happened to Emma Ross that did not bring out the caution. And, of course, what happened to Spillman and others that did. Well, I was wondering where the skid marks were at all, but now I realize why there wasn't any. This was just a rather straight-on incident. But you see, Baranowski's got a good run. Coming off of turn 2 onto the back straight, goes into the GameStop Toyota of Ember Ross. Now look at Ross is trying to keep it together. She has it about safe, but then she fishtails right about here. Just loses the car. Thankfully, does not hit that little opening right there, because we had one driver in the past do that, and that was Cody Lamas. That was back at season 2. Thankfully, Ross did not hit that, because if she did, that would have immediately brought out a caution, and that would have been a very scary scene right there. However, that's what happened to Emma Ross that did not bring out the caution. Now we'll look at what happened to Clint Spillman and others that did. And you see with Clint Spillman, basically the same thing that happened earlier, but this time, though, Spillman actually kept his car together. That was from contact from Nathan Hudson. However, this was not the bad part of it all. The bad part of it all, what happened was this. Spillman kept the car together. Like, he had it completely saved. He's about ready to come back up the track. Well, he's running out of room on the backstreet because it really isn't that big. So, coming into the turn, he's still about full throttle here. And I don't know why he did that. That was just bad, but I think he also tried to take out Nathan Hudson, which in a way he did. Wow, Flickinger barely missed it. Shelton right there involved in, wow, it's 24. Oh my goodness. Wow, and RJ Bishop was, oh my goodness, that is not good. And RJ actually hit the catch fence right there and on top of the safety barrier. I'm amazed also did not take out the light as both cars were flipping it. Oh, Cat Batson. Oh, and Seth Cole got into Cat. Oh my. I flipped over the 58 too. Got a couple of barrel rollers here. McIntyre, I think, just got involved too. We'll take a look in a bit. Spillman came to rest on all four wheels. Jessica Shelton runs into RJ Bishop. That's what sends her car smoking. Oh my goodness. This was a lot worse than expected. 99 make it through? Because he was like rear of the field. So you're looking with Levi McIntyre right here in the Marvel Captain America Ford. You see the wreck coming. Cars flipping. There's Cat. There's Seth Cole. Right friend Joshua Sokoli, which I don't know how Sokoli made it through. Yeah, McIntyre made it through. But I think for some reason he was committed during that time. So that's a very odd reason to come down pit road. So let's take a look one last time. Look at Cat Batson, the 58 here. I mean, this was just a lick, man. I mean, it was bad. Look at R.J. Bishop and Clint Spillman. You see right there in the background. They get involved. Man, just thankfully didn't hit the driver's side of it. Seth Cole shacked up to 58. She flips over. Maybe Seth Cole didn't flip over. Batson once and a quarter right there. That was flipped. Seth Cole destroyed right there. What a lick that was there for a couple of drivers. Caution is out for the first time today here at Kansas. Your leader at the line, Brett Pritchard in the 8 car. Take it back to the green. Pace cars giving us the 1 lap to go. Out of the race after that accident, they include Ember Ross, Kath Batson, Clint Spillman, R.J. Bishop, Jessica Sheldon, and Seth Cole out of the race. Seth Cole had a piston issue there. Top 10 rundown. When we come to the line, they include Brett Pritchard, Keith Batson, Alex Drayton, Trent Dunham, Alex Ferranti, James Qualls, John Art, Kev Shearer, Charles Sanford, and Benjamin Mouse completes your top 10. Zachary Fitzwater, your points leader, will restart 11th. Green flag back underway here at Kansas. And wow, Qualls trying to let that high line work there to get around Alex Ferranti. The only problem is John Art got going on that low line. And Fitzwater kicked up to the high line right there. That is big for a bunch of chasers that really want to get around this 59. Like Phil Parker, Dylan Pote. I was going to say Anthony McCurry, but he got kicked up to the high line too. Fitzwater sees this. He's trying to swing low. That's what he's going to do right there. And now he gets kicked up to the middle line, is the 59, as you're seeing Pritchard still out in front. But for McCurry trying to capitalize, that is not what he needed at all. Wow, Cody Lamas the 48, don't even care. He's just saying, screw it, I'm going to battle you. Couple chasers still kind of reary in the field there. You got Quentin Moore, the 34, 96, Zach Flicker, surprisingly, has right side damage. Levi McIntyre and JT Bryant second in the points, as too is Sky Commons, who's been nowhere getting up to the front of the field. Now Drayton, who had the lead, under fire from John Art. He's got the lead. Coming into this time by will be 8 laps to go for John Art. Remember him and Brett Pritchard. They'll be teammates, but won't forsake Keith Motorsports. They'll be from Meyer Racing there. So you know a lot is on the line. Jeffrey Finguy trying to get one more win. How about James Qualls being the top chaser? Look at the 70 make a resurgence today. Remember in Xfinity, we seen Cole Deaver go back-to-back at Pigs Creek and Kansas. And made himself an asset in trying to battle for a championship. Now Dylan Pote, the 31, has made his appearance known. Look at Meyer. He don't even care. He's battling just because. Fitzwater still on the high line. Look at Zach Flickinger. All of a sudden, now catch up to the 59. Same with Sky Commons. They both were in the rear of the field, and they have been silently, slowly catching that 59. That is big if your name is Alex Drayton in the 14. Because there goes a point right there. Off Fitzwater is Zach Flickinger. Now Sky Commons in the 17 trying to follow JT Bryant and Anthony McCurry. McCurry has been slipping to the rear of the field. Finguy, though, out in front. 5 to go. 4 to go when we cross the line this time by. All a bunch of non-chasers up here. The highest chaser is now Phil Parker. Even though he's mathematically eliminated, he don't care. He's trying to do what he can. Drayton and Qualls, though, they're trying to get whatever points they can to get that 59 car. Qualls now going to go to the middle. And Drayton's going to be in the wall. Is 4th in the points. Now Pote trying to get around him. Will do so. That was what Drayton did not need right there. Oh, there goes a crash. Is the caution out, though? Yes, it is, and Finguy's out in front. Jeffrey Finguy. How about that? I think that will end the race, and it definitely will. Finguy leads him down. Miles involved in the 43, and whoa, Fitzwater got passed by every chaser that was still on the track. McIntyre got ahead of him. Moore got ahead of him. McCurry got ahead of him. Commons got ahead of him. Oh my goodness gracious. The only chasers he's going to beat are the ones out of the race. Oh my goodness gracious. That was probably saving grace. And Fitzwater may have just found kryptonite today. Jeffrey Finguy, though, with 2 laps to go right now, out in front is that Rooster Teeth Ford. Unreal. And Benjamin Miles was the culprit today. We may as well, while we're on this clip, we'll take a look what happened. Oh, he was with Zachary Fitzwater, and that was towards the rear of the field. Oh, wow. He cut off Keith Batson, and he got himself turned. That was a lick, too, by the Air Force Ford there. Or Chevrolet. I said Air Ford. Yeah, if it was 2017, it would be a Ford, but it is not. It's a Chevy. What am I saying? But yeah, the Air Force Ford, man, took a... Okay, I'm just going to shut up now. I'm used to saying Air Force Ford because of last year and all, but it's a Chevy. It's a Chevy! Air Force Chevy. Yep, I'm getting old. But you see Jeffrey Finguy in the Rooster Teeth Ford. There we go, got that right. We'll look at your top 10 rundown in a minute as the white flag's about to be displayed for Jeffrey Finguy there. And I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, I think this will be Finguy's second career Cup Series victory, if I'm not mistaken. Because I'm pretty sure he did win in his rookie year in the Cup Series, but it's not hit me to where, though. Couple of Set Keaton Motorsports cars in the top 5, 2nd through 4th. Kate Anderson in 2nd. Brett Pritchard in 3rd. He had a great car today, just a little bit short in the victory. And John Hart in 4th. Scott Roush, your winner at DC. Great run for him. He'll finish the race in the top 5 there. Connor Meyer will end up 6th. Dylan Young will end up in 7th. Not bad run for the Hooters Chevrolet. 8th, Phil Parker, for once, finally having a good run. He will end up being the top chaser out of all today. So even though he's mathematically eliminated still, he got some big points. Kind of wish he had that a little bit earlier, but nothing you can do. Osborne will complete the day in 9th and complete the top 10. Cody Lumps, only one chaser in the top 10. That is amazing. The next chaser you got to find, James Qualls, will come away 15th, so he will get 13 chase points. 12 chase points will go to Poteet. 11 chase points will go to Alex Drayton. 10 for Dunham. 9 for Flickinger. 8 for Bryant. 7 for Commons. 6 for McCurry. 5 for Moore. 4 for McIntyre, 3 for Zachary Fitzwater. And then aforementioned, Seth Cole would get 2 and Shelton would get 1. But coming off the final turn, Jeffrey Finguy gonna come down to the front straight, sees the checker flag in hand, and Finguy in the Rooster Teeth Ford is gonna do the unthinkable. He is going to be a winner today at Kansas. How about that for Jeffrey Finguy, the Michigan native, is gonna get the job well done. Very well deserved. So we already mentioned your top 10. We already mentioned your chasers. So I may as well show the full results from here. So there they are. They are now official in the books. Congratulations once again to Jeffrey Finguy on the win. So if you like this race, be sure to give it a like, comment your thoughts, subscribe to be part of the NRSL by hitting that subscribe button down below. Once again, guys, thank you guys for watching. 2 more races after this. And then the season will be over. We crown ourselves a champion. But the main question ensues, will Fitzwater keep his points lead after Sebring? I know he's going to keep the points lead after today because, well, there's no one really threatening to get him because of, let's see here, double checking. JT Bryant, he was only a total of 14 back, and, you know, that really isn't a whole lot to say. Like, Bryant would have to win, and Fitzwater would be in the rear, so Fitzwater obviously will retain the points lead, but, oh, excuse me there. It's like not even 1 o'clock and I'm yawning. That's sad. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys later for Sebring next week. Until then, as Pit Road's having a cluster right now. Until then, goodbye, everybody from Kansas. We make our trip down to Florida one last time of the season. Then we head off to New Mexico for the finale. Till then, goodbye, everybody. Here comes the chase points at the end of the video. See you guys next week.